All right, guys. So let's say, for example, you are on the phone talking to this handsome gentleman right here, Jamel Jones. And let's say Jamel Jones is interested in selling this house, just not right now. He said that he's going to sell. That's after Christmas, after the holidays, when the weather breaks, when his son graduates high school, goes off to college, or just whenever, or whatever. Like, you're going to hear this from a lot of people when you're making these cold calls, when you're talking to people, when you're doing this prospecting and stuff like that. So, how exactly do you remember to call somebody 6 months from now, or 5 months from now, or even a week from now, right? Like, we talk to dozens of people a day, hundreds of people a week sometimes. So, how do you keep it all? How do you keep it all, organized and situated? And how do you remember to do all of these things? So, there's a couple different ways you could do this. The very first way that I'm going to show you in this video is tasks. So, let's say we're talking to this guy. He wants to sell, but he wants to sell like 3 months from now. So, we're going to add a task. Callback. Janelle said he'd be ready to sell when his son graduates high school in May. Call him back ASAP. Right. So we're going to assign that to whoever, hopefully you, unless your dispo manager, your acquisitions manager, your lead manager, or whatever. And we're going to set it up for May 25th. Let's say his graduation was this past weekend. So we're going to set it up for Monday, May 22nd. Boom, boom. Task made. Now, every time you log into your system, that task is going to be right there waiting for you, letting you know, hey, I'm right here. Pay attention to me. Okay. The second way, let's go back over to that contact. The second way that we're going to do this is we're going to book the appointment. We're going to, whatever it is, property viewing, whatever, we're going to set it for May 23rd at 9:15. Call with, let's see, just do free real estate consult. All right. Status confirmed. And this is probably going to be even better because it's going to show, and you can even put in here, Jamel stated that he will be ready to sell in May when his son graduates high school. Call then. Boom. Now keep in mind that whatever you type in here, they're going to see also. Right? So they're going to see that. They're going to see that. And so you just hit book the appointment, and it's going to book the appointment up here. And you're going to be able to see on your calendar. Let's do monthly view. You're going to be able to see on your calendar that when, did I pass it? Oh, wrong calendar. My bad. Let's do, boom. So it's right there. Free real estate consult with Jamel Jones at 9:15 a.m. on May 23rd. That's the contact. Location, you can add the location. Status confirmed. And when you set this, if you have the proper workflow set up to send out notifications and reminders, then this will go out to them, letting them know, and it will follow up with them when the time comes for the conversation. Okay, now the third way, which is follow up nurture. All right. So we can create a workflow in here specifically for that person. Let's say, for example, they're like, yeah, man, just give me a call back in 30 days or give me a call back in 90 days or whatever, right? Let's use the same example. Jamel wants to sell his house after his son graduates. So, all right, Jamel's son's graduating. So we're going to set this up to drop them an RVM. Well, you could do this a couple of ways. You could set it up to drop them an RVM. The RVM be like, hey, Jamel, this is Jamel with this guy by his house. Since we spoke a couple months ago, you said that you'd be interested in selling your house after your son graduated and, went off to college and everything. So I'm just following up with you. Sorry I missed you today, but if you are interested, if your plans still work out what you were planning, give me a call back. And it's going to do that on its own. So you won't even have to be worried about it. So this is how I would do that. I drop that voicemail. Let's just add a random file in here. Boom. I drop that voicemail. And then I do this first, put it before the voicemail to send me a notification, letting me know, follow up with Jamel Jones. Right. Jamel said he would want to sell his house after his son graduated high school. Call him back. All right, so we're going to copy that because this notification, if you have the app on your phone, it will come to your phone. It's going to pop up in your drop down on your phone. We're going to set the redirect page to the conversation so that way we can go back and read the conversation when we click on the notification. And we're going to do all users, or you would just go in and you would do a particular user and you do yourself. Boom. And a second layer that we're going to do is going to be an SMS message to ourselves. I'm going to change that to SMS, paste in that message to particular user to me. So when this time happens, wait, nope, that's not all. My bad. The wait. Advanced window. Current month is May. Let's see. Which one will work best for this? We could do time delay. We could close that window and then we could just do however many days it is between now and then. Let's say 45 days. And do that. But if we want to be more specific, we do. I don't think this one works. Yeah, that one doesn't work. So, God, I hate these things. If you don't know how to delete these, you highlight them, hold shift, and hit the delete button. Contact reply, trigger link clicked. All right, so it looks like the best one would be time delay. And then we do current day of the month is, nope, that wouldn't work. Current month is May. And exact time, whatever, or that, right? Y'all get the gist, right? I'm not trying to make this video. I'm not actually doing this. I'm just trying to show you the roundabouts of how to do it. So those are the three main ways that we can set up workflows to remind ourselves to call people when they say call them back. And so let's actually put that in though, because I want to show you something else that says 45 days from now. And this is for Jamel. All right. Now let's say you're getting these on a regular basis and you're like, fuck, I got to go and do all of that again. Nope. Well, actually, let's go back in there. Wait. So this is what we're going to do. Instead of Jamel Jones, we're going to do the code, that, and then we're going to do custom values, first name, and then whatever this is, right? And you can also do this right here. Instead of this message, just say call back. And then you can input the actual message conversation that you had with them. And you can do this on text message too. So that way, when you get the notification, you'll actually be able to catch up with the conversation real quick and then do that. So the reason why we go do that is because let's say it happened again with someone else. All right. So instead of creating all that again, we're just going to duplicate this. And let's say it's um, Stephanie Miller. Stephanie Miller after. All right, boom. Click in there, and however long it is until Christmas, 180 days. Boom. Stephanie Miller called back. Blah blah blah. Then we do the same thing for that one with the quick codes to populate whatever name it is, and boom, there you go. I prefer the tasks because it's right there as soon as you log in every day. It's going to be right there letting you know everything that you got to do for that day. But if you spend most of your time in your calendar, then it makes sense to put it there. Or if you want completely hands off, it makes sense to build the workflow to send you a notification. Or you could just not even put the RVM and just send yourself a notification via workflow to tell yourself, all right, now it's time to call whoever, right? So those are the different ways that you can remind yourself to get in contact with someone when the time comes.